Hey, what's happening, horror fans? The other night, I was eating a big sack of pistachios and drinking some beers, and I watched a movie called Muckman. Yes, from the people at Chemical Burn Entertainment. Now, Muckman was written by Brett Piper and Mark Colonia and directed by Brett Piper. You may be familiar with him. I actually own a few of Mr. Piper's movies on DVD. I bought them. You know, it's nothing. This is the first of his stuff I reviewed. I have like 3 of his movies on DVD. Most notably, Shack-O-Rama with the frequently naked Misty Monday. Yeah. So anyway, Muckman stars Steve Diaspora as Nicky O'Hara, and he runs like a paranormal show, like a monster hunter show, and he's disgraced because he faked his big Muckman thing that he was looking for in Pennsylvania, out in the sticks, of course, and it was found to be a hoax, so his career is kind of in the dumps. But he wants to redeem himself. He thinks he actually can find Muckman this time, and he sets out to find Muckman. And the crew is rounded out by you got Danielle Donahue playing Pauline. She's pretty hot. AJ Khan playing Asia Buchanan. She's like his banker woman of his show. She's hot. And Allison Whitney playing Billy, who's like the PA. She's hot. And then you also have Ian Piper, Ken Van Sant, Jared Warren, and Buzz Cartier. Ian Piper and Ken Van Sant play the 2 Hillbilly brothers, I believe. So anyway, they go to this cabin in rural Pennsylvania, and shenanigans happen, and you actually do see the Muckman. There's the fake Muckman, there's the real Muckman. I don't want to give the plot away because I am going to recommend this movie to you. Now, without slamming this movie, if it was made for a budget of $5,000, I'm shocked. Very low budget, very cheesy, not a lot of acting chops. I think AJ Khan was particularly good. The one guy with, I can't remember the character's name, I think it was Drew or Otto. He had the black mustache and the blonde feathered hair. He was pretty good. And, production values, indie cinema, reviewing indie movies, I'm pretty good with my home theater remote because I'm always adjusting volume. Particularly the only problem that I had with the audio in this was at the beginning of the movie where they're watching the 2 guys that end up crewing this shoot that they take out of the woods are kind of bagging on old episodes, or the live episode where he was found out to be a hoax and all that. When you watch the movie, you'll find that out. Now, the Muckman costume, I'm a sucker for guys in a rubber suit. I mean, I grew up on rubber monster movies. Anybody who lives in like northern Ohio, I watched Superhost on Channel 43 out of Cleveland with my mom when I was a kid. Lots of rubber monster movies on that. And Berdinsky just made a good one from up in Michigan. But a guy in a rubber suit, I think, is great. CGI has its place in a big budget movie, but you can't really pull it off in a low budget movie. But you can pull off a rubber monster suit. And the one in this one is designed really cool. I think it really works, and they keep the camera angles and the shots and the lighting so you can't really tell that it's overly fake. And the design was really cool. It was kind of like a cross between Slithis, Humanoids from the Deep, and maybe Swamp Thing, a little Swamp Thing thrown in there. Really cool monster costume. A little bit of cheesy kind of stop motion animation towards the end, but that can be forgiven because in this genre, people, you can tell by watching a movie that the people who made the movie had a blast making the movie. This is one of those movies. You can tell that everybody involved with this movie had a lot of fun making it, and that's what makes it a lot of fun to watch. I mean, you're not going to walk into this thing and, I want some subtext, I want some neo-political, undertones to this. No, it's called Muckman, guys. It's an independent horror film. It's a guy in a rubber suit, and that is good enough for me. It doesn't promise any more than that, and it delivers in spades. This is, like I said at the beginning of this review, this is a great movie to kick back, open a couple beers, and just check it out. It's all lighthearted, it never takes itself too seriously, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So, that being said, hop on over to Chemical Burn Entertainment's website, go to Amazon.com or wherever you can find these. And definitely pick up Brett Piper's Muckman. It's a lot of fun. It's a throwback to really cheesy 80s stuff. I don't really want to say trauma because that's bandied about a lot. It's not really trauma-esque, but it's lighthearted horror with a heart. And if that's what you like, then check this out. Guy in a rubber monster suit. You can't go wrong. I'm Tom, and I give Muckman... Wow, you can't really see that. I give Muckman an 8 out of 10. Support independent cinema. Visit nerdremix.com. Thanks.